I'm now 7:26. Still to come on the programme, it's the world's oldest psychiatric institution. It has a fearsome reputation. Bethlehem Royal Hospital, so known as Bedlam, opened its doors nearly 800 years ago and now has a unique collection of patient artwork which is going on show. Joe Inwood is going to tell us more.
For years, these statues, raving and melancholy madness, were amongst the most famous in the capital. After being shut away, they're finally going on display again. Find out more after the news, travel and weather, where you are.
Hello, good morning. Police say no action will be taken against a 16-year-old girl arrested during anti-terror raids in Tameside. The 16-year-old boy remains in custody for questioning. Officers from the North West Counter-Terrorism Unit carried out searches at 2 addresses in Mosley on Monday. The trial's continuing of an alleged al-Qaeda terrorist accused of planning a bomb attack at Manchester's Arndale Centre. Abid Nazir was arrested in 2009 and extradited to the US to face charges there. It's claimed he would have carried out the attack in Manchester only a few days later. Claire Fallon sent this report from New York.
Abid Nazir is on trial here in the States over crimes allegedly committed in the UK. It's claimed he was plotting a mass casualty terror attack on a scale that was intended to rival 9/11. The jury has already heard from Abid Nazir. He's representing himself. He told them that he's not an al-Qaeda member and not an extremist. But over the next few days, the prosecution will call a number of witnesses aimed at proving that he was the leader of an al-Qaeda cell in Manchester.
An application to permanently close the Garlands nightclub in Liverpool will be heard by magistrates today. It comes after a police raid last Friday in which 2 men suspected of dealing drugs were arrested. More than 2,000 people have signed a petition calling for the club to remain open. The Birkenhead MP, Frank Field, says Universal Credit is leaving some landlords in serious debt. Under the new rules, the benefit goes to the tenant rather than straight to the landlord. And one housing provider says rent collection rates have dropped by more than 15%. The Department for Work and Pensions says housing association arrears have fallen in the past year. And you can hear how one landlord's been affected on Tony Snell's breakfast show on BBC Radio Merseyside after 8 this morning. The Metrolink stop at Manchester's Victoria Station reopens to passengers today. It's taken a year to build new platforms and tracks to support the second city crossing. Trams from Bury and Rochdale will terminate at the newly refurbished stop. In sport and in the Championship last night, Blackburn scored a 90th minute equaliser to draw 1-1 with Cardiff. Elsewhere, Jason Pearce scored on his Wigan debut to earn his side a victory at Reading. Time now for the weather. Here's Sarah Blizzard.
Good morning. Well, the cloud has held back a little bit overnight, so you might wake up to a small amount of brightness, but it will be quite short-lived because we also have a weather front gradually starting to move in now from the northwest. So the cloud will start to thicken up and then there will be some showery outbreaks of rain as we head into the afternoon and some hill fog as well affecting the cross-Pennine routes. Now the wind is also going to start to strengthen from the southwest, so quite windy conditions across the Isle of Man and also across Lancashire for a time into the afternoon. And it is a mild day though. The temperatures reaching a maximum of 10 Celsius and it will be a mild but very wet night as this weather front works its way down towards the southeast corner. Again, hill fog affecting the Pennines. The nighttime temperature dropping to a minimum of 6 Celsius and we do see a drop in temperatures towards the end of the week. It is going to be quite wet and windy at times, but there will be a better day in store on Saturday.
There's no major problems on the roads and public transport this morning. Stay up to date on your local radio station. That's it. I'm back again just before 8. Goodbye.
Hello, this is Breakfast.